ladies and gentlemen, dramatically expands the range of aircraft that can perform anti-ship missions. Fighter jets, bombers, and even unmanned aerial vehicles can be equipped with QUICKSINK, allowing commanders to distribute maritime strike capability across a wide variety of assets. In a high-intensity conflict, this creates persistent pressure on enemy naval forces from multiple directions. Cost efficiency is another decisive advantage. According to U.S. defense estimates, the WOSA seeker used in QUICKSINK costs roughly $200,000 per unit and potentially far less when produced at scale. When combined with the guidance kit and a standard bomb body, the total cost of a QUICKSINK weapon is estimated to be between $100,000 and $250,000. This is less than 1/10 the cost of a Mark 48 torpedo. Because JDAM bombs are already produced in large quantities and stockpiled in the thousands, the U.S. military can rapidly convert existing inventories into effective anti-ship weapons. This allows for mass deployment without straining budgets or supply chains. In prolonged conflicts, this advantage becomes critical, as sustainability often matters more than peak performance. QUICKSINK therefore represents a shift in thinking. Rather than relying solely on a small number of extremely expensive weapons, the U.S. is embracing a model based on quantity, flexibility, and acceptable lethality. This approach aligns closely with the realities of modern large-scale warfare, where attrition, logistics, and cost-effectiveness play decisive roles. In this context, QUICKSINK is not a replacement, but a force multiplier. It complements torpedoes and anti-ship missiles, expanding the tactical options available to commanders and complicating enemy defenses.
Operational testing has demonstrated that QUICKSINK is not merely a theoretical concept, but a weapon system that has already proven its effectiveness in real-world conditions. Since its introduction, the United States Air Force has conducted multiple live-fire tests and joint exercises to validate the weapon's performance against maritime targets. In May 2019, the 49th Test and Evaluation Squadron of the U.S. Air Force used a B-52H strategic bomber to conduct early QUICKSINK trials in a maritime environment. During these tests, JDAM-based QUICKSINK weapons were released to evaluate guidance accuracy, terminal behavior, and overall damage effects against naval targets. The results confirmed that the weapon could reliably strike targets at sea with high precision. Further testing continued over the following years. In September 2021, the U.S. Air Force carried out the first live-fire test of QUICKSINK using an F-15E Strike Eagle. In this trial, the aircraft successfully engaged a moving maritime target and directly sank a full-size target vessel. This event marked a major milestone, proving that QUICKSINK could effectively neutralize maneuvering ships, not just stationary targets. Additional confirmation came during multinational exercises. In September 2022, as part of Exercise Atlantic Thunder 22, conducted jointly by the United States and the United Kingdom, U.S. Air Force F-15E aircraft employed QUICKSINK against a decommissioned destroyer-sized target. Upon impact, the explosion fractured the ship's structure, causing the keel to break under the immense force of the blast. Within minutes, the vessel sank completely, demonstrating the weapon's rapid and decisive kill capability. That same year, another significant demonstration occurred when an F-35A participating in a major exercise was equipped with a QUICKSINK weapon. After detecting, tracking, and locking onto a large maritime target, the bomb was released, entered the water near the hull, and detonated beneath the ship. The resulting explosion destroyed the vessel outright, highlighting QUICKSINK's compatibility with fifth-generation fighter aircraft. The destructive power displayed in these tests is not surprising when the weapon's payload is considered. A heavy JDAM variant weighing approximately 900 kilograms contains a significantly larger explosive charge than most conventional anti-ship missiles. A single direct hit from such a weapon is sufficient to completely destroy a frigate-sized vessel. Because JDAMs are produced in massive quantities each year, the United States maintains a stockpile of thousands of units.
In a conflict scenario, this enables rapid conversion of existing inventories into effective anti-ship weapons, dramatically increasing maritime strike capacity without the need for lengthy procurement cycles. Taken together, these tests and exercises demonstrate that QUICKSINK is not an experimental concept, but a mature and operational capability. It provides the U.S. military with a powerful new option for maritime strike, combining lethality, flexibility, and cost efficiency in a single weapon system. Despite its many advantages, QUICKSINK is not without limitations, and understanding these constraints is essential to evaluating its true role in modern naval warfare. The most significant drawback of QUICKSINK lies in its range. Because it is based on the JDAM bomb family, its effective standoff distance is currently limited to roughly 20 to 25 kilometers. This means that launch aircraft must approach relatively close to enemy ships, increasing the risk of detection and interception by modern air defense systems. For this reason, QUICKSINK is not intended to operate against heavily defended surface combatants equipped with layered air defenses and long-range detection capabilities. Instead, its primary mission is to target vessels with weaker defensive systems, such as logistics ships, support vessels, and amphibious platforms. By striking these assets, QUICKSINK can disrupt supply lines, undermine sustainment operations, and weaken an adversary's overall naval posture. In high-intensity conflicts, QUICKSINK is best employed as part of a combined strike package. Long-range missiles can be used to saturate and exhaust enemy air defenses, while QUICKSINK follows as a finishing weapon, ensuring the complete destruction of damaged or immobilized ships. This layered approach maximizes effectiveness while minimizing unnecessary costs. It is also important to note that QUICKSINK's limitations are not fixed. When integrated with deployable glide wings, the weapon's range can be increased dramatically, potentially by an order of magnitude compared to standard JDAM configurations. Such upgrades would allow launch aircraft to remain well outside the engagement zones of many ship-based defenses. In parallel, the United States is developing new air-launched systems that combine JDAM-style guidance, folding wing technology, and hydrodynamic impact concepts. These systems aim to blur the line between bombs, torpedoes, and naval mines, extending strike options both above and below the waterline. The emergence of these weapons signals a broader shift in maritime strike doctrine.
QUICKSINK represents a clear example of this evolving mindset. Rather than relying solely on the most expensive and technologically complex weapons, the U.S. military is prioritizing cost efficiency, scalability, and adaptability. Modern warfare is not about spectacle, but about optimization. The core lesson behind QUICKSINK is simple. Strength does not come from the most expensive weapon, but from achieving the greatest effect for the lowest cost. By transforming a widely available air-to-ground bomb into a highly effective anti-ship weapon, the United States has demonstrated that smart upgrades often outperform costly reinvention. Ultimately, weapons alone do not decide wars. It is human judgment, strategic thinking, and the ability to adapt that shape outcomes. QUICKSINK is powerful not because it is revolutionary, but because it fits seamlessly into a broader operational doctrine designed for the realities of modern conflict. If you found this analysis useful and valuable, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss future episodes. Your support is what allows me to continue delivering clear, in-depth analysis and strategic insight. I am Hai. Thank you sincerely for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. Thank you, and goodbye.